Hi, Aquarius. It's good to see you. I hope you had an awesome birthday. Whoop. First card already coming out for you. It's gifts, late gifts. I'm sorry I wasn't there. I was having a bit of a reset month, but I'm very, very happy to see you again and to see what's been going on and what's ahead for you this month. So let's see. For Aquarius, Spirit, what do they need to know? In March 2018, March 2018 for Aquarius. Ha! This one came out while I was shuffling. So it's always interesting to note when Spirit like doubles down on a card, which I'll just show you. And don't worry, Aquarius, I'll pen you down in just a second so you can see everything. But this was one of the guys that jumped out while I was praying and like meditating on you. Ooh, okay. Aquarius in March. Just a couple more, please, Spirit, for Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aquarius, what do they need to know in March 2018 for their highest good, Spirit? Aquarius. One more, please, for Aquarius. March 2018, Spirit, for their highest good. What does Aquarius need to know? Ha, and there you are, Aquarius. King of Swords, doesn't matter how you identify gender-wise. The King of Swords is wonderful intellect, but can be, you know, that infamous brutally honest. Like, there's a reason he's holding like a severed head in his hand. It's like an analogy, but it's kind of not, because it really makes you feel like you just got your head cut off. Why do you think I'm wearing this choker? It's holding it all together. I have some lovely Aquarians in my life, and you know, sometimes they gotta pull out the sword and tell you what they think, and gotta choke it. Okay, so Aquarius, there is great victory and evolution available to you, but it does feel as though you have to put a couple of things to death in order to experience that fulfillment and that victory. Something that has been leaving you feeling a little bit out in the cold. It feels like March may be a time that you decide, like, you know what, I'll thaw this shit out myself and just go with the flow. But I should just show you your cards, huh, Aquarius, so you can see what you're working with. Alright, let's do it. Pardon my face. Here we go. Okay. Here we go, Aquarius. See? Yeah, you can see it. Okay. So, there's a shift coming this month around your finances. I feel like someone, like you're receiving some kind of payment, some kind of, and it feels like payment for like services rendered is kind of the phrase they're giving me. So maybe some of you, this was money that was owed to you that is finally coming to you, and I feel like you really needed it because like you're in a bit of a belt tightening phase. Maybe you had like a really badass birthday month and you decided to like take your whole party out for drinks or whatever, and you might be tightening your belt a little bit this month. But I'm happy to say, yes, new income incoming. That was, forgive me. So new income arriving. But I can't help feeling like your cards are spelling out to me the shedding of baggage. Like becoming very honest with yourself about what you want. And setting yourself free from something. March sees you being very honest with yourself, okay? And there's no rush, but it feels as though your perspective is being shifted this month. The Hanged Man is about surrender, radical surrender. Like, you know what? Sometimes fighting your feelings, Aquarius, you tend to be a sign that is plagued with like anxiety, you know, like a lot of overthinking, a lot of obsessing. This is like the opposite. Like, can you just maybe even relax into the fact that you don't know for a little while? Even that is better than like struggling. This is what they're saying, okay? If you were out in the jungle and you were wandering around and you stepped into a snare, into a trap, right? And it pulled you up just like the hanged man and you were hanging from your foot. You can either twist and fret and worry in the net and like be scrambling and pretty much just wasting your energy. Or you could be like, okay, wait, I'm going to remain calm. There's got to be a way out of this, but I need to like conserve my energy and figure it out. You might look to all the world like you were just hanging around, like not doing anything, not plotting, not changing anything. But notice how the hanged man's hands are hidden behind his back. He's doing something back there. We just can't see it. And he's got this halo around his head saying like, hey, well, he's got some kind of enlightenment, some kind of knowledge, some understanding. Give yourself time. You're untying yourself from something this month. Whether it's a situation, whether it's like an internal judgment of yourself, something that was making you feel trapped, you are setting yourself free from, it feels like for so many of you. And of course I should say, Aquarius, these are general readings, so some of the messages will resonate more than others. Because it's not one-on-one, I get a lot of messages, and Spirit is saying for some of you, this comes easier than others, you know? Some of you, it's like you're on the verge of making this choice, and others of you, it's like it's going to need a little more time and contemplation. So please just be patient with yourself. Surrender. Relax. Ironically, it's when you relax that you can really actually, like, it's funny, but Spirit is saying, like, when you loosen up, it's kind of like the ties loosen up. Like, everything around you. This is really weird, but this is like what they're bringing to mind is like if you were to tie somebody up when they were like tensing all of their muscles. I guess this is kind of like a Survivor Class 101, right? Like if you know you ever got kidnapped and somebody was tying you up, one little piece of wisdom is to, as much as you can without making it really apparent, like tense all of your muscles up, like kind of flex everything, so that then when they finish tying you up or whatever, you kind of relax and you're going to have a little bit more wiggle room. You know what I mean? Just a little bit more, maybe just an inch or two that you wouldn't have had if you weren't like, "Urgh." So relax and you're going to untie yourself is what they're telling me, okay? Relax and you'll have an easier time untying the knot. Some of you have a wonderful partner to rely on to give you like emotional support, or even to just talk to about what you're feeling, and they really love and respect you, like they admire you. This is a very lovely equality here, okay? Now, here's the thing. For some of you, they're telling me that that's all they want you to know about this is like, okay, you have a great partner. Maybe some of you even meet somebody that's great this month that is really like emotionally supportive. For others of you, it might be the partner that you have to have the very honest conversation with. And for some of you, that may even be the thing that you end up having to walk away from. Like I've poured a lot of love into this and a lot of hard work, and it hasn't gone any further than where it was when we first started. I don't feel more deeply, or the other person doesn't, or I don't feel like I know them any better than I did from the beginning. Whatever it is in your life that you discover has grown stagnant in March, I feel that you make a choice to walk away from it, Aquarius. So it could just be old habits. It could be overindulgence, like, oh, you know what, I've been drinking too much, or I've been eating too much, or I've been watching too much damn TV, and it's not like... it's not giving me the results that I want, so I need to walk away from this. I need to walk away from what I've been indulging in to try to cover up what I really wanted, okay? That's what they're saying. So if any of you have been masking your emotions with substances or work or people, I feel like many of you are getting to the truth in yourself. and cutting out stuff that isn't working. You're setting yourself free. To see death followed by the Fool is a beautiful thing, like a beautiful thing. Death can be a really scary card, but it's just about a definitive ending. So when you're honest, something ends and you are set free, okay? The Fool is not the idiot. The Fool is like the child, like faithful enough to walk away empty-handed, which is a very similar message to this card. It's like, God, I have to be faithful enough to think that if I'm holding on to something that I know is not good for me, that I won't be able to take what is good for me if it ever comes down the line. So I must be faithful enough to leave behind what is no longer good for me, no longer nourishing to me, even if it once was, and go and seek my real fortune. Go and see what really enlivens me and helps me grow. If you notice, this figure is holding a lotus blossom as he walks away. And Aquarius, lotus blossoms can only grow out of mud and darkness. It's in their nature. And that's why the lotus blossom represents enlightenment, which is the same idea of the Hanged Man, right? So in walking away from what has grown stagnant, in learning the lesson and accepting that sometimes they're just lessons and it's not meant to be forever. It was there to teach you what was worth your time and investment and what was worth your love and what wasn't. And when you make the courageous decision to seek more or to seek what really feels nourishing, you will grow. You will feel enlightened. You will clear the way to achieve what you want. You know, you're moving away from this. This then thaws into this. And once you walk away and you allow the thaw to happen, like the ground is nourished, the path is laid out, you can go for like the goal that you want because your thoughts aren't so muddy. You're getting clear about what you want, and sometimes getting clear about what you want involves letting go of a lot of stuff, mowing a lot of things like out of your life. Now, you may have noticed that I didn't even go into this Chariot yet. That's because I'm really excited and I was kind of saving this. You know how I said that the lotus blossom has to grow in mud, right? There is no traction without friction, Aquarius. Challenges are what make us stronger. Challenges are what show us what we're capable of. And the Chariot is the card of ultimate victory in the tarot. This is about not just overcoming obstacles, but leveraging the obstacles and making them into what helps you win. So, you know, it's like the person who was born with a disability and therefore they worked 10 times harder than everybody else in their industry or in their class and they rose to the top of the class. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, I'm dyslexic or I have ADD or I have whatever. If I do this and this and this and if I'm really devoted, damn, you discovered that you were more powerful, not less powerful for those things that you may have considered defects. You know, depressive stages, anxiety, like Spirit brought up earlier, like that you guys tend to, you know, obsess and get a little bit anxious. But maybe all that overthinking has led you to some pretty incredible creative solutions. You know what I'm saying? So Spirit basically wants you to be proud of yourself and to leverage your obstacles. To see, you know, just like we said about if you're walking in the jungle and you get ensnared, take it as a moment to learn. Okay? Like, man, I never saw that one coming. Next time this happens, I'm going to be ready. Or next time, there won't be a damn next time because now I'm going to have a lookout for those. If you have to surrender or if you get put in limbo or in temporary, like, suspension, suspended animation this month, take the time and use it. Don't just be like, damn it! Like, why is my life set on pause? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe you work too hard and you come down with the damn flu because you've, like, let your immune system be compromised. Well then, if you have to be in bed for 3 days, be the damn Hanged Man and surrender and be like, what is this teaching me? What is this showing me? Okay? Whatever, maybe you're in emotional traction. Like, oh man, like my arms and legs up in these slings, like, damn, that was a bad one. Like, what am I supposed to learn from this? This is an evolution. It feels like it is a mystery. It is a little scary for some of you to walk in the unknown, but it's taking you somewhere very fruitful and to a place of greater power. greater knowledge, greater mastery, greater authority. You know, the King of Swords, I always see the Ace of Swords as career victory, and then to see the King of Swords at the end of your reading, it's like, hello, upgrade, hello, promotion, hello, like, leadership and, like, recognition of your intellect and your authority. You're a smart cookie, Aquarius. What is it that you want? And what is it that your skills and your challenges have been leading you toward? Because they're both helping you get what you want, okay? Your struggles are not your enemies. Your feelings and your thoughts are not your enemies. They're messengers. So can you use your brilliant mind to decipher what they're telling you? You know, play life like a game. That's what Spirit just said. You know, you're an intellectual, you love games, you love puzzles. If life were a puzzle, like a logic game, like, or even like, this is so funny, but Spirit just gave me like kind of like an RPG where it's like you have certain stats and you have certain missions, and it's like, oh, I can't go on this mission because I don't have the stats for that. Where do you need more stats, or where are your stats awesome, and therefore they're telling you, well, do this. You know, you should be a druid, you should be a knight, you should be a whatever. Oh my God, I'm getting really nerdy now. But Aquarius, you're a nerd, so it's okay. I can do that, right? Love you. Forgive me if it sounds like I'm now speaking a foreign language and you have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, Aquarius, you're going through such an evolution. Let's look at your Fiercely Focused spread. Let's get a second picture of what Spirit is asking you to focus on this month in March. And if you haven't been here before, Aquarius, this is just a quick 5-card spread to cap off your reading, looking at a theme for your month and then the action steps that it would benefit you most to take when it comes to the earth, air, fire, and water aspects of your life, i.e. professional, like money and career, then the mental and communication stuff, the emotional, relationship, and love stuff, and then the stuff that is activating you, like energizing you, making you create, okay? So first, I want to look at you, Aquarius. Pardon all of this face, and all of the cat hair on my arm. It's a sign of a loving household, okay? You're judging me, you're a jerk. Okay, Aquarius. So, let's see. What does Spirit want to tell you about for the month of March? We're going to start with a theme for your month. So, the archetype that they most want you to be aware of, embody, understand. Wow, they just flipped this guy right over. Moderation, balance, not pushing too hard, and not pushing, right? This is the balance that you want to find, Aquarius. Sometimes you can, like they said, become obsessed with something. But then it's like, kind of like your energy is like turning on and off a faucet. Like it's all or nothing. You know, like if you decide like screw this person, and you just turn off the faucet. It's rare for you to be able to do like, you know what, they deserve 25%. You know what I mean? Like it's 100 or it's nothing. Because you're just a character. You are who you are, and you can be a little bit binary, you know? You like yeses and nos a lot more than you like 50 shades of gray in between. You know what I mean? Okay. So, this is kind of along the lines of playing your life like a game. Temperance is asking you to look in your life like a mirror, okay? What are the circumstances and the relationships? Relationships are mirrors, circumstances are mirrors. If I choose to be in, you know, a love relationship with this person, what is it that, you know, they're showing me? Whether it's good or bad or both, like all of it, you know? What are they teaching me? What are they showing me about myself? Like if this person keeps making me feel hurt or abandoned, how am I hurting or abandoning myself? Or if this job is making me feel like worthless or like I'm not valued, how am I not valuing myself? This isn't to like take the blame and put it on you. It's not about blame. It's about responsibility. It's about authority. It's about efficacy. It's my choice. You know what I mean? It's my life. And Temperance, you know, is the old school word for not drinking. It's the old school word for moderation. And Spirit is making me think of the fact that in, you know, AA or any kind of like 12-step group, the first step, right, is acknowledging that you have a problem. Because if you didn't do that first step, you're just going to keep doing what you do. So, consciousness, right? Just becoming aware of something gives you the option and the opportunity to change it. So it's not that you need to go crazy. I mean, the whole point of this is moderation. So I'm not asking you like, well, quit drinking, Aquarius, or like, you know, quit whatever habit. Maybe you need to think about it. Maybe you just need to weigh it out and do a little less of this, do a little more of this, do, you know, a little less being up all night playing games, be a little more like, okay, I'm going to go to bed a little bit earlier. Like, just bring it into balance. Be kind to your body is also what they're telling me, okay? Be very kind to yourself and to your body. Take it easy. Balance. Balance is much more important than, like, I'm going to say that even this month, balance is more important than progress. And I say that because balance is going to bring you progress, okay? It's just going to bring you the right kind. Like, not the kind where you rush forward like crazy and sleep 3 hours a night to, like, you know, finish the project or ace the exam or whatever. But then you're like down with the flu for 2 weeks and you don't get shit done. And then you're back to like, and it's like that. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with the faucet thing. Like it's this or it's this, it's this, it's this. You don't want that, Aquarius. Like, you're a smooth, cool character. You want a smooth, easy ride, right? Okay. So now let's look at your money. Let's look at your resources. What does Spirit want to tell Aquarius for March 2018? Aquarius. Ah, Aquarius. I love you, Aquarius, but damn if you are not a fixed sign. And damn if, you know, you don't like surprises. I feel like this month some of you might be really, like, the squeeze might be on your finances or on your time. There's a squeeze on your resources, but I'm feeling like it's coming from like a mental place. Like it's coming from a place of like fearful, like scarcity. You know what I mean? Like everybody has this except me. When we're in that frame of mind, we always lose. Because it doesn't matter, even if we have a great job or a great relationship or a great whatever, if we look around at everybody else and look at what they have, there's always somebody with better or more or whatever. Don't compare yourself to anybody this month, Aquarius. Like, that's the whole point of your sign, right? Like, you are an original. So you're incomparable anyway. So don't bother. Like, stay in your lane. I want you to focus on how balance and, like, a little bit of, like, looseness, a little bit of, like, relaxing. That's temperance, right? Look how tight he's holding on to his resources. Don't hold so tight, Aquarius. Relax. If this is about literal money for you, if you're dealing with like poverty or like scarcity mindset, when you pay a bill, I want you to think about, you know, I'm paying my electric bill. Oh, thank God I have lights. Like, thank God I live in a first world country, or thank whoever, you know, thank the big good, thank the universe, or just thank you, like me, for like going to work and making the money to pay this bill. I love having TV, or I love having running water. Like, think about what you're grateful for and what those payments are for, okay? And in thinking about what they're for, in becoming conscious of where you're putting your money, you might decide that some of those places don't give you any joy. So like, oh, you know what, the subscription service, I never use it. Let me take that 10 or 15 or however many dollars back. Simple. Be open and easy with yourself this month to find balance, okay? It's a theme for you, Aquarius. It's a theme. You're letting go of baggage. You're letting things go, and it's good for you. It's good. Oh, it's good. Leading you to more power, King of Swords, hello. But now let's look at swords. Let's look at the mental realm, your realm. What does Aquarius need to know in March, Spirit, when it comes to what they're thinking about, speaking about, hearing about? What's going on in the mind of Aquarius? Good! Lightening your load. Hooray! So some of you, yes, like Spirit was saying, cutting off and letting go, baggage thrown. This is like, you know what? I'm done having that fight. or I'm done worrying about that. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's like you've been holding on to a certain fight or struggle or disagreement or relationship, and you're finally like, you know what? Okay. I fought for it and it didn't work out, and I'm just going to leave it behind. And Spirit doesn't want you to spend a lot of time looking over your shoulder, okay? Don't drive looking in the rearview mirror. It has predictably disastrous consequences, Aquarius. Okay. Let it go, let it go. Not even the hugest fan of the movie, but that's what they're coming through with. Okay. So let's see, Aquarius. What's going on now in your heart, in your emotions, in your relationships? What does Spirit want you to know for your highest good? For Aquarius in March, for their highest good. Woo. Ha. Okay. So, enjoy, Aquarius, but don't overindulge, okay? Don't rest on your laurels. It's a little bit similar to this guy in a way. Like, you know what, let me just hold on to what I've got. Let me just hold on to what I've got and enjoy what I've got. I don't need to work that hard or do anything very differently. Like, I can just enjoy what I've already done, which you can, and you can always do whatever you want, Aquarius. Free will is everything. Like, the beauty in getting a reading is that if you like what you're seeing, keep doing what you're doing. And if you don't like some aspect of what you're seeing and where it seems to be going, you pivot, and then you will change the outcome, okay? And you can totally rest on your laurels and keep doing what you're doing, and you'll be fine. Like, however, I feel like you will feel happier and more balanced if you think about temperance. I mean, this is the card for overindulgence, and this is the card for moderation. So Spirit is telling you you will come closer to your goals in many ways if you incorporate a little bit of moderation and restrict just a little bit those things that might influence you to relax a little bit too much or to indulge a little bit too much, right? Now, speaking of, what does the opposite? What activates you this month? What lights you up? What does Spirit want you to know or do in the realm of fire, spirit, creativity in the month of March? Oh, God. Look. Aquarius, it's like I said. You're a thinker. You can get obsessive. You can get single-minded. Don't overburden yourself. Don't put so many like thoughts and tasks and anxieties in your head that you can't even see where you're going. You have a brilliant mind and a strong back, Aquarius. You can have what you want, but if you're chasing all 10 of these things, you may still even get there. Like, you know, the destination is within sight in the very corner of the card, as you can see. But when this guy is obscuring his vision, you never know when he might take a wrong turn, or it's just going to take him 10 times as long because he's just like carrying way more than he needs to. He could set down 5 of these wands and come back for them on a return trip, but he's kind of stubborn. So don't stubbornly carry all 10 of your wands until you're like exhausted. Don't burn the candle at both ends, Aquarius. There's a better way to do this. Hello, Temperance. Everything is saying go easy. And don't cling and don't go too hard. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, Aquarius. You're the water bearer. You're the water bearer. You may be an air sign, but you've got some knowledge of water and of going with the flow. That is what's going to make more magic in your life, okay? Relax. Ah, feels good. Shake it out, Aquarius. Shake it out. Big breath. Drop your shoulders. I can fucking feel it. I feel it. What can I say? You came here. You came here to get word assaulted, okay? With love, Aquarius. With much love. Thank you so much for joining me and spending some time with me. I really hope that this is helpful for you, Aquarius, and adds some magic and some inspiration to your month. Please let me know if you have questions or if you want to share how this is resonating or not in your life right now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments or on social. All that stuff is linked below. If you like this video, I hope you will like it and subscribe if you want to see more. I really appreciate all that you do because it really helps people get the message. It helps YouTube kind of like proliferate the video and helps more people see it. So I appreciate you so much, Aquarius. I hope that I see you before then, but if I don't, hope to see you in April. Bye, Aquarius.